Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother?
No.
Who left your family like this?
This is Grant Amato. He became addicted to a Bulgarian webcam model named Sylvie and stole from his family to fund his obsession. His family tried to help him, but when they gave him an ultimatum to cut off contact with Sylvie or leave, he snapped. He was kicked out of the house, and the next day, his brother didn't show up for work. The police found a gruesome scene. All 3 of Amato's family members were dead. Amato denies any involvement, but he was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. This serves as a reminder of the dangers of addiction. Let's get right over in with his interrogation.
Full name?
My full name is Grant Amato.
How do you spell Tiernan?
Tierna.
I like that.
Your date of birth?
The interrogation kicked off with the usual drill, mundane and routine. Grant was asked to state his name and other basic details. No biggie. They asked him about his education, and Grant said that he had a bachelor degree in nursing. Amato said how he had a job interview yesterday, and the detectives asked him about it.
Nurse job.
Where was that at?
That was with, Accredo.
Is that like a staffing, or is that like a headhunter kind of job?
No, that's like their actual company. It's, why can I not remember the first name?
This interview was a day after the murders occurred. The detectives then proceeded to ask him normal questions, not so important, about his life, girlfriends, dates. The point was to get Grant relaxed so they can catch him off guard with important questions. He talked a lot about watching anime and playing video games with his brother. He talked a lot about him. It's hard to believe he would kill him. As the interrogation progressed, it was clear that Grant liked computers and gaming. He explained his Twitch career and then was explaining his theft case. But soon, the talk about his virtual girlfriend started. Here, Amato talks about the moment he met Sylvie, the girl who was going to ruin his life.
4 months or something like that. I've been talking to this woman online.
Who is she?
She's, as embarrassing as it is, she's a cam model.
A what?
A cam model. Do
All right.
either of you guys?
She was a cam model at a website, but she was daring expensive. Amato seems to become addicted to her and spent around $200K of his family's money on her. Of course, he didn't tell his family about it. He lied to them and told them it was about his streaming career. He confessed to the police about his huge spending on this cam model.
How much do you think you spent?
On
this?
Probably close to like $200,000, I'd say.
$200,000?
Yeah.
And where'd the money come from?
Money came from me, my brother, and then my dad.
And the way he talks seems he doesn't see anything wrong with it. This indicates that his family went to great lengths to stop Amato from talking to the Bulgarian girl. They took some necessary steps to restrict him, like he was a child. But we are talking here about a full-grown man. It's still unbelievable how he sees nothing wrong with it. After being not allowed to talk to the woman, Grant still continued behind his father's back. But he did it anyway.
You know, it wasn't really my intention to continue talking to this woman, but it just kind of happened. And then because there was like that emotional connection, I guess you could say, between her and me, like I like, you know, it felt like a relationship. You know, I didn't want to just stop cold turkey on it. So he had apparently found out, and then
Unhappy.
Right, and one of the stipulations was that he told me at the dinner was, if you speak to this woman again, you're out of the house. Like, I'm kicking you out. You can pack up your shit, and then you're off my property.
Strong words for a father to say to his child. But that was probably the only way he could say it to get his point. Whatever steps they took, it was all in vain, and Amato didn't seem to get it. He always broke the rules, and his family was in a bad spot. But eventually, he was kicked out. Then he talked about meeting his brother out of the house. This is where he will get caught in his lies.
Oh,
And I wanted to print out a picture of Fort Christmas because we're not aware. I'm not familiar with the area, so.
So we're going to go back and talk again about this because it's kind of important to me about Cody and you meeting that night.
Right.
So then that night, which was Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday night, you meet Cody, because, and did he ever tell you why he left work early?
No. I mean, he was. I just assumed that it was just because he had been allowed to leave early.
He's been allowed to leave early. Okay.
So here's,
I think this is the blinking lights there.
So this is, to me, this is
Okay.
419 left on Lake Mills, right? Left on Fort Christmas.
Okay.
Where would you say you met Cody on Fort Christmas?
So wait, is this that other like neighborhood?
I think, maybe I'm wrong, I think it comes this way is 419.
This is where
Orange
all
County
like.
side?
No, I think this is up by the hitching post. You come up, you make a right on Fort Christmas.
This is where the
and
blinking lights are.
Okay.
Yeah, because this goes into Picket Downs, right? Is right here. And then this is the circle.
Is this where you live at? Where do you live at?
If this is like the entrance to Picket Downs, then I live like.
Okay,
Okay.
so here's
So that's
there's
your house.
there's blinking lights right here, so people don't run up into his house. I think that's what there's 2 red lights.
Oh yeah, that's on the dude's fence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's those 2 yellow arrow
Okay.
blinking ones at the corner.
The corner.
So
Right.
these are blinking lights here. All right, so then where do you and Cody meet?
Like way down this road, further past on that road.
So past, does this dead end anywhere?
I don't think so. I think it
Goes
literally
into Bithlow, I think.
goes into Bithlow, and then if you keep going it, which was the way that I inevitably took it, where it'll dump you out onto 50, and then I came
Okay.
up 50 to go back to the Publix
All right,
parking lot.
so here are the blinking lights. How far down do you think you met? Half mile, mile?
I mean, a significant ways. I mean,
Just an approximate.
I would say it was probably over a mile.
Is this somewhere you and him have met before?
We know, where that, if you're on this road, the intersection where it's like it intersects with another road, and then it's got like a guardrail or something like that right there.
Mhm.
It was still past that area,
Okay.
but it was close to that intersection.
Usually, when you ask someone who is lying to be precise about a statement in their lies, they get confused or just want to get that part over. In the clip, we just saw Amato just trying to brush off the precise location and added a place outside of the map. Now, this is the most important part of the interrogation. The detective is going in. They asked him about his search history and whether he knows what happened. They just wanted the truth. But Amato wasn't just to give in easily.
You came back to the neighborhood. You saw some things that are really out of the ordinary.
Right.
And I don't believe for a second that you thought that I'm not going to look what's going on. What happened to my neighborhood?
I didn't search it up on anything on any of the devices that I have.
Did you search it somewhere else?
At
Remember, like I said, I know things that you don't know. And honesty will get you all the things I can do for you, to be honest. I can't deal with someone who lies to me,
right.
but I'll deal with someone and help them till the end, no matter what, believe it or not. That's just me, and she'll tell you. It's what it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say if I can do something that can help you, I'm going to help you, because every one of us make mistakes and do things we shouldn't have done in the heat of the moment to protect ourselves or to protect somebody else. It happens. I know you've searched for something. I know something. I can't tell you exactly, but you said, won't you tell me? And I'll tell you if you're being truthful. What'd you search?
When I had gone to the Panera, I searched for like top stories, Oviedo or Chuliota or something like that.
And found what?
And then I saw that there was, it was like just the initial, like it had like a video, but I didn't listen to the video, but it had just an initial thing of that there was shootings in Salton Circle, but it didn't say like the address.
They are letting him know that they don't believe his story. They started asking him the questions more bluntly, but still, Amato plays dumb. But the detectives aren't going to be patient forever, and Amato knows that very well.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I know better. Listen to me. I know better. I can help you, Grant, with honesty. I can help you with honesty.
We think something else happened before you left the home that you're either afraid of or embarrassed to talk about. But we need to know exactly what happened, because like Danny said, we can place you there at certain times. And so we need to know what happened before you left that house, because you didn't leave with everything being okay.
I honestly, I don't have anything else that I can really say. I mean, I don't know.
Do you even know why law enforcement got involved?
The detectives let him know about this story, which they think that happened. And Amato knew very well that they were aware that he is a killer. They also told him that he would be protected. They wanted to reassure him that he should feel safe with them. They just wanted the truth, nothing more. And Amato was near the breaking point. The detectives noticed that as well and continued pressuring him.
Never have peace without saying, here, let me
This
tell
is
you.
exactly what happened.
And I already know. I'll be honest with you, I already know. This isn't my first rodeo. We've been doing this, what, between the two of us, 50 years? Over 50 years.
The detectives really did a blow on him with the pictures.
I mean, I left the house later than what I had said.
Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother?
They started being more aggressive as Amato started to break down.
No.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family?
Amato then proceeded to talk about how his father would kill him if he made mistakes again, or would come to the house again, trying to make it sound like a self-defense.
I don't know if it's because of what he had told me that if I came back that he would kill me.
But the report suggests that there wasn't any fights going on in the house when they all died.
And I know from video surveillance camera in the neighborhood, nobody else came to that house. I know I can account for everybody that went to the house.
He was giving the signs of a guilty man. The detective told him what he thought was going on, and he doubled down on his case. He told that he needed to confess, and that there's no imaginative killer on the loose.
You can't lie about this, Grant. You can't. This is too important for your family of what has happened. There's not somebody out running around the United States that killed them. There's not.
Amato, when asked if he feels bad about this, there was silence.
Do you not feel bad for doing this to your family?
He told the detectives that he was blamed for everything and was reminded of it every single day.
I don't know.
You don't know what? You don't know if you feel bad for doing this to your family?
I mean, I've been getting blamed for the last half a year for everything, and I've been trying to move forward into a positive direction. And then every day I'm reminded of all the trouble that I had caused. And then I keep being told the same thing over and over again, but there's nothing that I can do to change it.
The motive was right there, in his own mind. Amato was innocent. He was pestered and probably saw no escape. His whole life, everything was given to him. But when he was kicked out of the house, it was unrepairable damage to him.
I mean, it's just like when I was accused of the whole grand theft thing. And then it's, everything from security cameras and all this other stuff for saying this, that, and the other, but then there's nothing that showed that I had done anything wrong.
Think about the last life preserver I can give you. Think about it. Take a few minutes just to reflect on it, and then we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes, and then we'll go from there. And what happens is what happens. Fair enough?
The detectives left the room. The interrogation is basically over. They know who did it. He just needed to confess. Nothing happens for a while after that. He went to change his clothes, but then his older brother arrived. He was living on his own and was not in the house at the time of the murders.
So, I take it you know what happened?
Even his brother doesn't believe him, and judging by his reaction, he is devastated.
I just I'm going to ask you plain out. You are not part of it anyway.
No.
Who could have done this?
I don't.
So you didn't have any problems or troubles with this woman or the online? You didn't owe them any money?
No,
I mean, there's no like loan shark out looking for you or...
No.
I just don't see how things aren't adding up. I'm really confused, Grant.
It's such a sad moment knowing that your youngest brother did the unthinkable and took away your family, and yet he shows no signs of hatred. His family's dead, and the youngest brother who killed them will be locked up for life. The shocking and tragic events surrounding Grant Amato's family are a chilling reminder of the devastating impact that mental illness can have. On the trial, Amato still kept his story that he is innocent. He got sentenced on all 3 charges of murder, and at the end, he had something to say, and quoting, "My family blamed me for months about ruining their lives and stealing. So, I might as well be blamed for this."